I am back. Yeah. Greg Kins, yay. Greg says, Ken, yay. Oh. Hi, Tony. Hi, Greg. Good evening to both of you. I'm waiting for the thing to kick over to Zoom, which should be about now. Hopefully that's pretty instantaneous as well on the streaming in as well as here. I do understand Carrie is still streaming. So might be a little bit lonely in here tonight. As you can see behind me, there's boxes and posters and pictures, and all the walls are bare. And I think Lorna's got about 4 or 5 boxes of stuff from the kitchen packed up. We've got still, I believe I counted 5 pictures on the wall, but they won't go in boxes. They're huge pictures. So we'll take those down. Probably one of the last things we take down. Put blankets around or whatever to protect them. So, yeah, someone sent me a message and said he was doing a laptop, and I kind of had to scratch my head, and I thought that's kind of out of his normal realm of things, but it seems to be going around right now. Catherine did one this morning on a laptop. I'll catch it later. Pretty sure I'll be working on things later. I did spend about all of no time whatsoever trying to figure out OBS today. I didn't have time. Got up, worked in the garage, got a little bit of that done, and made some boxes, and then we spent the afternoon packing. And there's Greg.
Hey, what's up?
I just woke up. I told Lorna I wanted to take an hour-and-a-half nap at 4:45.
Hey, what's up?
I just woke up. I told Lorna I wanted to take an hour-and-a-half nap at 4:45.
My mistake.
Oh, it happens.
Oh, bloody hell.
Oh, bloody hell, still awake at what, 2 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock in the morning?
Oh, 3.
Almost, and you got to work in the morning too, don't you?
Yep.
Oh my goodness. That semi-retirement stuff's getting to you, huh? Oh, so yeah, we were in a Zoom, Darren, Blackwatch, and I, and about 4:45, I was like, I got to take a nap. I was just wore out. So I told Lauren, I said, I want to wake up in an hour and a half. Well, I figured that'd be what? Nearly 6. So 6:30. Yeah, apparently hour and a half translates to 4 hours in Filipino time language.
That's not bad.
I feel better though, man. I'm rested. So
You don't want to know what time I got up today.
3.
2:35.
Yes. Oh.
I went to bed about 3, but it kept looking at the clock and looking at the clock, and finally it said 5 o'clock, and then I finally fell asleep.
I had no issues going to sleep last night, and I actually woke up early. Everybody and their brother called. They needed this document or that document, and some of it we had, some of it we had to go looking online for, which that's interesting how that's all changed.
Yeah.
Used to be everything had to be hard copied, and now if you can find it in PDF format, it's acceptable.
Yeah, that's for sure.
The hardest thing I had to do today was, we'll let Jeff in real quick.
I was supposed to go to State Farm and get a quote from them, but I got up so late. By the time I got moving, now it's 4:30. I'll go tomorrow.
Hi, Jeff.
Mute the other. Let me mute. There.
Carrie.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to just shut off the sound on YouTube.
The hardest thing I had to do wasn't physical at all. It was mental. They sent over the link for the earnest money so we could put that in there, make this official and all. The link worked just fine, but they wouldn't accept my banking information. So I called the bank and I said, let me verify my numbers. And like this lady said, I've had that bank for 22 years, and she says, man, you just have the damnedest luck with these things. I said, yeah, if it can happen, it happens to me. And she just laughed. She goes, I was going to say that, but I didn't want to. And then we had to get the president of the bank in there because it just wasn't accepting my account number. And then he goes, oh, wait a minute. He said, this is for escrow, right? I'm like, yeah. And he goes, you got to put this identifier at the end of it. Been nice to know that a half hour ago. So
Yeah.
put that in
You're
there.
a local bank?
No, my bank's out of San Diego. I have a credit
Okay.
union out of San Diego.
Okay.
I may switch once we get moved over to Indy. I don't know. I mean, it's worked for 22 years.
Check
I've
Navy
never had.
Federal out.
Huh?
Check Navy Federal out.
I'm going to. They might be an affiliate of North County anyway, which would be good. That'd be real simple. So yeah, we got that done. That's all moving forward. I did ask them. I said, can we close on the 11th? And the guy goes, why would we want to do that? I said, because Saturday the 12th and Sunday the 13th are dead days. No one is going to be working. No one's going to be doing any processing. You guys are going to schedule us for 8 o'clock Monday morning. Why can't we do it at 4 o'clock Friday night? It's the same difference. He goes, oh, yeah, that's a really good point. So hopefully, with a little bit of luck, we'll close here on the 10th. We'll drive over to Indy, spend the night at my brother's, get up, sign at 8 o'clock, 4 o'clock, whatever, Friday afternoon, and move right in. That'd be good.
So your stuff will be loaded up and going out of your current house, right? By that point?
Yeah, they're going to pack us out the 9th and or part of the 10th. I'm kind of being facetious a little bit since they don't want to bend. I said I'll be out at 11:59 on the 10th. That's still the 10th. And they kind of looked at me kind of funny, but you know they're being hard asses about not wanting to give us an extra day. So I guess I can be a hard ass about the time.
Oh, the ones you're selling the house to?
The woman I'm selling to the house to, yeah, she wants us out on. She literally wants us to be out of the house when we close. So the real estate industry has changed so much.
I think I've always done it like that, but I don't know. I don't remember every closing.
Well, years and years and years ago, you used to have a 30-day overlap. You'd close and then you'd have a grace period to move out of 30 days. But now it's that day.
I had to get accustomed to changes when I moved into Nevada. When I lived in Tennessee and you bought or sold a house, you went down to the real estate lawyer's office, and the buyers and the sellers and the realtors were there with the lawyer. You signed all the documents and handed the keys over.
Yeah.
Everybody went to their new place.
Yeah.
I thought it worked that way in Nevada, and it didn't. And when I moved here and bought the place, I made arrangements to air freight some of the pets and do this and that. And I thought I was going to get the keys on the closing day. That's not the way it works in Nevada. And both parties go in separately to the title office and do all your crap. And I had animals coming to air freight, and I didn't have the keys to the house.
Huh. Now
And fortunately, the guy I was buying it from was very nice about it. It was an estate sale, and he and his wife had already moved into another house. And he gave me the garage code and left the laundry room door unlocked so I could get the animals in.
That's nice of him.
So, but it was my ignorance, you know, and my realtor guy said, no, I told you that. And I said, hell, you did. You know?
Yeah, oddly enough, I do remember in Nevada, you're right, you go, they go, and then the keys, but we went.
Right, and you get the keys once the deed has been registered.
Wow, I got something here.
So,
don't know what that
I'm
is.
going to take off a minute to go make some supper. But I just,
supper sounds good. Yeah, not a problem.
I talked to my new internet provider today. I've got a case open with tech support with it.
Already?
Well, it's the speed.
Oh yeah.
Speed.
Yeah.
And the guy looked at it, and I explained to
People
him
send
my
these photos.
upload speeds are the same through the speedtest.net or through their app. But the downloads are not the same, and neither one of them is showing what it ought to. And the guy looked at it, he says, yeah, that is not fast enough.
Right.
And he looked at my equipment remotely. He can look at the modem, the crap. There's a box on the wall outside my house and a box inside. They're hooked together with some cabling or whatever. He said there's something in there that looks like there's wrong polarity at one point.
Well, hopefully they'll get it fixed.
Said I'm not sure, and then he said, but he's having to look at that, and he opened a did you say sidelight on the case? He said there could be something upstream in our system that's causing that for you. So they're looking at that. I mean, it does work. It just isn't as fast as
Right.
it ought to be.
Right. Well, and you're paying to have certain speed. You should get at least, I think,
Right
80%
now,
of
it's
that.
going to be up and down more than Cox was here. Cox, I'll say this for them, they were very consistent in their speeds.
Yeah.
No matter, and it didn't matter how many people in the neighborhood were on with me or whatever. It was almost always the same. I think this is going to be more dependent on what the load on their network is. Of course, it is by radio signal.
Yep.
So that may. But at any rate, if they can get this straightened out, I'm going to be happy as a clam because I'll be getting at least 400 to 500 megabits per second up and down for $35 a month.
That is number 3. Utilities is number 3 on the list. The internet is number 2 in the subcategory of utilities.
Yep.
For me to do. And I actually did get started and called the VA, and that's going to be fun. And then called
moving all your appointments and everything.
Yeah, well, supposedly all I have to do is go to the Indianapolis, Indiana Veterans place, walk in and show them my card, and that's a done deal. Now, do I believe that? No, I don't. Not at all.
Well, you're making progress. I can barely see the pumpkins.
Yeah, actually, Jeff, I did something for you specifically with the pumpkins, but I can't get it to work out that I set the pumpkins up, and I brought Fred. I got Fred out here. If I let it sit here in the light long enough, Fred will glow in the dark. So,
well, I'm cool with Fred.
Yeah, my closet's completely empty with the exception of clothes, and that's restricted. Her closet's not emptied yet. All the pictures are off the wall with the exception of, I believe, 5, and they are huge, huge pictures. They won't fit in a box. But yeah, you can see, oh, look, Fred looks cool like that. Looks like he's got a little neck problem, though.
He's got a crick in his neck, so to speak.
A friend of mine gave that to us years ago, and we've always hung it up for Halloween in the living room in there. And we had someone come over one day and go, don't you think they ought to take that down? I'm like, why? That's Fred. Who's Fred? That's Fred. You should take it down. Why? Because it's December. Oh, no, Fred stays up year-round now. So, hey, Alex.
Hello, Ian.
Good to see you
Hello,
again.
everyone.
You're electric tonight, Alex.
Got some static electricity going on.
My background,
Yep.
I'm surprised Gary hasn't made it in yet.
No, we're getting started. I literally am about 2 hours later than I wanted to be because someone, I'm not going to mention any names.
Well,
Can't tell time.
I'm gonna mute myself and go fix my wife and myself something to eat.
All right.
I'll
Have
be
something
back.
good.
You have to shut off. Don't worry about it.
All right. No, we'll be good, I'm sure.
I was watching Kerry for a little while, and he seems to be going on and on quite a bit, having some issues with that laptop.
Yeah, with the cover.
Can't get it to go on or couldn't get it to come off.
Well, he had a hard time getting it off, and now it looks like his disk cloning may not have taken.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's not sure what's going on. The last time I was watching him, I shut it off so the sound on my phone wouldn't
Yeah.
interfere with our stuff here. So I don't know what he's doing at the moment, but I watched long enough, and It's not stuff we haven't seen before.
Sure.
In the end, once he gets it solved, I can go back and watch the last 15 minutes
Yeah,
of the video.
I was thinking the same thing, just as you were saying that.
So, I mean, he'll figure it
This
out.
is a movie we can always go back and watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of them, whatever else you can say about him, he's pretty straightforward about just working his way through stuff.
Yeah. That's.
Like real world stuff or whatever. And sometimes I think he could spend a little more time looking up some things. The Dells in particular usually have good instructions on how to open them up and replace something. At least the Dells I've had and a couple others I've seen the manuals online for. And I know he doesn't like to do that, but if it were me, I'd be looking at the manual.
Yeah. When I used to take laptops
I
apart.
cheat like that.
Nah. I don't need no stinking manual.
Well, one time I did one without the manual, ended up banging up the edges of the laptop pretty bad. I didn't break the tabs, but I scarred it up a little bit where it came apart, which irritated me because I didn't mean to do that. Anyway, I'll see you guys.
I will be here, Jeff. Go enjoy dinner.
See you later.
I'm going to see what the score of my game is. I got it brought up. Oh, it's a commercial still. Wonderful. Oh.
Gotta have them commercials.
I enjoyed going to the Kroger today. My mom really doesn't like going shopping with me, but I really don't like going shopping with her either.
I don't like going shopping at all. I don't care who it's with.
I go in there. My intention was to get everything to get what I had in my cart on the app, because it's got everything listed, where the aisles where everything is, and
right,
and everything, it's just trying to she be run off, and I'll be sitting there next to something that I was wanting to get, but where'd my cart go? Ran off. She's calling me.
you can obviously tell I got the game on my other monitor, so you might see.
Well, I discovered something today. I discovered something just now.
What's that?
AT&T had put on their compatibility list of the phones that are compatible after February 2022 when they do the upgrade.
Yep.
They put stars, asterisks next to some phones to indicate that they may need a software update. But then I scroll down to the very bottom, the very last page of a 10-page document, 10-page PDF. At the very bottom of the page, it says, if device was purchased directly from AT&T, software update is not required. So that means my mom and dad's phone is 100% compatible without software update.
That's good.
Because their phones were purchased from AT&T.
Right.
That software update thing that they put on there only applies if you do like I do, and buy your own unlocked phone and put your SIM card in there. But that's at the very bottom of. That's at the very only reason why I bring that up is because that's at the very bottom of 10 pages in very small print.
Well, of course, because they know no one's going to take the time to read past maybe 1 page or 2 pages at the very most, and clearly not all 10 pages. That's by design.
Yeah.
Like, how many people read your user end agreement? None.
So
yeah.
What are you expecting their customer service? What is the higher up people expecting the customer service to do? Come Tuesday when they do this switch over, have tons of people calling them because their phone may need a software update.
I don't know.
Or if it doesn't, because most people probably buy their phone from AT&T. If it doesn't, they won't notice any difference. There won't be any interruption.
Well, I started looking at internet or this morning online, and then didn't get to finish it. So I'll delve into that tomorrow. Here's the funny part of today. So my water bill. Let me see if I can get the amount. See right there, it says 90 cents. So I thought I'll just run down there and pay the bill. Kind of not that far away. It's just downtown. Downtown's 2 minutes away. Hi, Rick.
Hello.
I go down there and 3/4, 1 dime, 1 nickel, 90 cents. Oh, we don't take coins, sir. Oh, I don't have any bills. That's why I brought 90 cents. The bill's 90 cents. I thought I'd pay it. We don't take it. I said, well, can you roll it over to the next bill? Oh, no, can't do that, sir. Okay. Do you have $1? I've got a $100 bill. You got change? No, sir, we don't have that. I said, let me ask you a question. What happens if I don't pay the bill? Oh, we'll roll that over to your next bill. Thank you. Have a good day.
Yeah.
90 cents. I can't pay a 90-cent bill. I mean, I took.
They won't take things. That is the most ridiculous thing ever.
Stupid, actually. Not ridiculous, just stupid.
You go to the what do? They expect you to go to the bank and get a dollar bill from the bank, from the ATM? Just
I don't know. No, you can't get it. The minimum you get out of ATM is 20. That's the very minimum you can get, I believe. I don't. Yeah, it's 20.
it just sounds like my transportation, my public transportation. When I have to get a ride from them, they require exact dollar amount. If it's $10, they require $10. If it's $20, they require $20, exact dollar amount, because none of the drivers carry change,
Right.
and they don't accept cards.
So let me wait till the game comes back on. I'll show you how I got this set up right now, where I can watch the game and keep up with live chat and keep up with Zoom at the same time.
Did you do your Windows update today?
I did not.
I did.
Didn't do anything.
Me too.
Nothing. Pack clean, talk clean. Try to send over my escrow money. Nope. And then I was wore out. I'm waiting for the game to come back on.
My computer tells me to do it every time, but it doesn't ever automatically do it for me. I have it set up to not automatically do it, so it tells me when there's an update, and I do it, and that's it.
According to this, it says you're up to date. Last check today at 6:13 this afternoon. So while I was snoozing away, my computer updated.
Yeah.
That's good.
There was 3 updates: an antivirus, a net frame, and a cumulative.
Yeah, I just did a check for updates, and I'm good. So I don't want to open Blender. Blender looks so much like. Here we go. Close Blender. I want this one, then I want that one, and then I want that one.
No, you want the other one.
No. So this is what I got going on right now.
42 tabs.
Got the chat. Hey, Dr. Rob, good evening. I just now saw you because I'm playing around with my setup. No, I got the game right here. Indiana's playing Wisconsin in Bloomington, so hopefully they'll hang on and win this game. And then I got the chat going on right here. And then over here on the screen that I can't share, well, I can, but nobody will see it. I've got the Zoom. So that way I can keep up with the game, keep up with Zoom, and keep up with chat. Maybe. Rick laughs. It is debatable, that is for sure.
Open up 5 or 6 more tabs.
No, then you could call me Gary.
be competing with him.
Honestly, right now I've got my email, which I can close because I'm not expecting any emails. And I've got 4 tabs open on that browser. And then on the basketball browser, I've got 2 tabs open. So that's not too bad for me.
Well, Darren shared. I was on the Zoom earlier with Darren. I was at the band place getting the band looked at. He shared his screen, and he had like it looked probably I don't know 20 tabs open,
You know what you should call Gary?
and they was all YouTube. They was all YouTube.
You should call him Gary Greenscreen.
I'm getting mafia names together for everybody. I like the comedian because he's probably watching. That man
They
ain't
call him
funny.
something.
I got a little joke for you. And then everybody sits there and goes,
You need to come up with something. You need to come up with. If you're like Gary, you need to come up with something about Windows 11 to call him. Come up with some Windows.
yeah, I don't think there's many mafia names related to Windows 11. I'm working on it. That's been floating through my head for about 3 months now.
One green screen.
Well, by the way, you know you're going to be Alex the Professor Cheek, right? You do know that.
I told you they took that job posting down a couple of days ago.
I'm still going to call you the Professor. That's going to be your mafia name. Get used to it. We'll be calling each other by our mafia names. Okay, we won't call you the Professor. What would you like us to call you?
On the telephone.
All right, I'm going to call Alex on the phone. I'll get a message. See? They told Joanne today. Now I got to go to. I do have to open a Facebook. This is from my brother. So. Gonna go open up one more tab. Catching up to Gary.
And Cyndi Lauper changed her hairstyle.
Really?
Yeah, she does that a lot.
Gary must have one heck of a fast computer if he's got 100 tabs open in Microsoft Edge all at once.
Well, it's not just the tab, it's also like I got 6 running programs on mine.
Okay. Now I got to get back to the important stuff, which is not subscriptions on YouTube. Actually, I can close subscriptions down on YouTube and go open my basketball game. Up the man, excuse me, it's a commercial. I will be right back. I have to go run something by the boss. When I meant run something by her, I meant I'm walking to her, not running to her.
Kind of figured that.
I'm just waiting for my interview Thursday. Only one more day to go. One more day to wait.
Yep.
And hopefully they won't make me wait that. Hopefully they won't make me wait that long to find out something. My first response, their first response to me in email was after I submitted the application was
This is.
January 26th.
We'll talk about it later.
I don't know remember exactly when I submitted the application.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, you were gone?
That's a good one, Greg.
We didn't
Oh.
miss it.
Yeah, I had to go relay a message. They want to do an interview with Lorna on Friday at her new job, and then I asked her if she can switch her Friday for Saturday. That way we can go get that knocked out. And either Friday for Saturday or Friday for Sunday, either or. Um, don't want to have to be making a lot of trips over there, quite honestly. Plus, I can take over a hard copy of my 214. I had trouble reading it. I tried to tell the guy that too. I was like, I have it, but it's pretty rough shape. Oh, I can read it. Take a picture. I'll be able to read it. He wrote me back. You might have to bring that over.
I don't even think I have my Army 214.
I knew I had it, but
I know you can get those online now.
You can get those online. Really?
Yeah.
You know the website to do that from?
Oh, I came across him quite a while back. Let me look it up. Something about U.S. Army records.
If you find it, let me know. I would like to do that. And that way I can get the PDF and send that to him in the morning or tonight. You guys just noticed an ink pen go flying through the back of me here. I'm tired of that pen rolling off my desk, so it's now in a new home. That's my carry imitation. Now we don't need this. Throw it on the floor. Well, Indiana's up 50. Huh?
He took apart his new laptop and now he's having problems with it.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing is he couldn't get the cover off, and then he got it back on, and now
after it did the cloning, the clone or something isn't working because it isn't loading the desktop.
That's what I heard. It'd be my luck. And now it's 54-50. Some dude just shot a 3-pointer.
You know what I was waiting for him to do? I was waiting for him to switch over. I was waiting for him to decide to switch and try to use a macro reflect, and I'd be surprised if that worked. Because
I think it's about control.
just to hear what he has to say about it, because he always talks very highly of Cronus.
Yeah, but he won't.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out why he went back to Cronus. I put a link in the Zoom chat.
I see that. I just opened it up. DD4 214 Direct. Is there a cost involved in that, or is it free?
I don't know.
I'll look through it. Oh, doggone, if I'd have gotten this an hour ago, I could have called them. They closed at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Wow, and they're open at 6? I'll look into it. Thank you, Greg. Brother sent me another message. I thought I'd answer him real quick. Let me close that so it's not going out to the YouTube world. Okay, Dr. Rob sent me his number. I'll call him here in a little bit, and we'll get the OBS issue worked out, because I did not do anything with that. I was thinking about that a while ago, too, believe it or not, when I was trying to wake up, is I can get the internet set up, but I wonder how mad it's going to make Lorna when I set the studio up before I set anything else up.
It may not go over very well.
What do you mean by anything else? Anything else like the coffee maker or anything at the TV or the Roku or anything in the house?
Well, if unpacking goes anything like packing will go, I put all the boxes together. I packed the first however many boxes were done while she watched Filipino TV. And then she finally grabbed a box, took it in the kitchen, put it in the kitchen floor, came back and sat and watched more Filipino TV. So I'm sure unpacking is going to go similar. It'll be Oh, can you set up the Filipino TV first?
That's what happens. That's what happens around here a lot too.
Hey, Ken,
Yes, sir.
I put a second link in there, and it's from the VA, how to get your 214. I think that would be a more secure and probably free service.
And I'm already a part of that one right there, so cool. I do have a premium account with them. Okay, good. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. That always helps a bit.
Yeah, well, that's how I feel about it. Oddly enough, the insurance agent and I had about a 15-minute conversation about that today. I thought we were going to talk insurance, but no, we didn't. So this is going to go by pretty quick. Be glad when it's over. Moving company called and confirmed the new dates. They're good with that, so that's good. Hopefully they'll buy off on the fact that there's no sense. I don't know why we can't do this on Friday. Everything will be done Friday for a Monday morning closing over there. Hopefully they'll see the logic in that. We will see. And tomorrow, the electrician from the realtor from here is coming out to do all that stuff, and then Thursday my handyman's coming out to do all the other stuff, and then that'll be done. And then it's just a matter of twiddling my thumbs and passing the time.
Yeah. Packing up all your PC stuff's going to take a couple hours.
That's going to be the very last thing to go.
Yeah.
And my PC stuff is going to be the very last thing to go. Will be the streaming computer and the modem and the router. That'll go all together because the monitors will already be gone. The desk will be gone. I mean, I'll probably go, oh, wait, I got one more thing.
But if you're going to be on a different internet provider,
I am.
Won't you not need the modem that you have now?
Huh?
If you're going to be on a different internet provider, won't you not need the modem you're going to have now, so you can just leave it in the house?
I own my modem and router. Why would I leave it? It is mine. I don't see the logic in me either renting their stuff or buying a new modem and router. When it's mine. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I mean, I'm a nice guy, but I'm not giving that woman my modem and router. I've already conceded.
No, I meant specifically just the modem, because will you be able to use your current one at the new location, or will we have to get a new one because the service type will change?
I'm pretty sure I can use it, and if it does change where I can't, depending on what it costs to rent it, I'll just rent theirs until I figure out if I want to own mine or not. But I shouldn't have any issues. Oh, this is getting frustrating. The game's 56-54.
There you go, Ken.
Is that a big burrito?
Oh, bubble wrap.
Oh.
Yeah, take it.
That's what we have bath towels for, and sheets and blankets, and oh my goodness. I did have a whole big box of stuff I threw away, and if I'd have done the kitchen like I wanted to, there'd be a whole bunch more big boxes of stuff to throw away, but I'll just do that when we unpack.
So has anybody on here ever ate passion fruit or dragon fruit?
Yes, and yes.
No, I think I might have.
How is it?
It's okay.
I remember.
I bought 3 things of frozen fruit for my son, put it in the freezer over 2 months ago, and he still hasn't eaten it.
Yeah.
He said, buy me some fresh fruit. I like fresh fruit. He said, mangoes, strawberries, blueberries. I'll eat that stuff up. got it a few days later, put it in the fridge, told them about it. Here it's been 2 months now.
Fresh fruit is so expensive.
Yeah.
So expensive.
And bananas, especially if you don't hurry up and eat bananas, they turn brown, and I don't like them when they're mushy. And I like them as green as you can get them. Green. I like green bananas. Yes. Yeah.
I used to eat a banana every day for the potassium, but now that I'm diabetic, I don't eat a banana because of the sugar in it. It's a no-win situation.
But that's the one fruit I have to hurry up and eat, because if I don't, they turn all mushy and
Yeah, they turn
brown.
good. Yeah, they get that
They don't
brown.
stay good long.
Yeah. Be right back. Gotta get some water.
Thanks for the warning.
Yeah, they had some fruit we don't normally get. They had some fruit at the Kroger we don't normally, or Walmart doesn't have usually, so I don't ever get. So
I usually get
try
strawberries, because I like
some
strawberries and
new fruit.
cut up slices of cantaloupe. I get that.
I like making strawberry and banana smoothies in the blender.
I think I've had a few of those in the past.
Buy a little package of powder, pour it in there, cut up the bananas or the strawberries, some ice
The
cubes.
smoothie powder stuff.
Yeah,
You just add milk to it or something.
yeah, milk.
Yeah, my mom used to make those. Used to get those. And what we end up with is, over the years, we got a utility room full of kitchen appliances that never get used. Like she got a stand mixer, an immersion blender, stick blenders.
Yeah,
Got a waffle maker, a panini press, and none of it gets used except for an electric skillet and a griddle pan, like a flat griddle pan. But the rest of it, with the exception of those couple of things and like the crock pot and the pressure cooker, doesn't get used.
I didn't even make Super Bowl chili this year. I forgot all about it. I made that for
But you
years.
can still make it even if it's a day or two late.
I just made spaghetti about 4 or 5 days ago. I had meatballs and boiled potatoes and green beans tonight.
I grabbed my meds while I was in there, and then I made a pot of coffee. So I'll have to blur the camera out because you guys don't want to watch me struggle taking these meds. Here's something for Alex to contemplate. I'm watching it on the internet right here. It's about 3 minutes behind through the Fire Stick in there. Weird.
So you're watching the YouTube stream.
No, it's not a YouTube stream. That's not the basketball game on YouTube. I'm watching the basketball feed on the internet, and the NVIDIA Shield
on the
is
computer, and
on
the same feed is playing on the Amazon Fire, and it's 3 minutes behind on the Amazon Fire.
So, yeah, close enough. Figure that out.
My only answer to that would probably be that whatever the Amazon Fire is probably using connecting to a different server to get to stream the game than your computer is. And whatever server it's connecting to is about 3 minutes behind.
Time for a carry upgrade. You know I carry
Well, I would think that the live stream from the computer would be the one that would be behind, because that is actually out of a service overseas from London. This is a Darren um, hookup. Yeah, thank you. It's legitimate. There's nothing wrong with it, but I just find it's ahead where that should be ahead, in my opinion. I know, because I went in there and I'm like, wait a minute, the score when I left was 56-54, and I go in there and the score's 56-52, and I'm like, how can that be? And then when I was making the coffee, I was watching it, so that's
Is
weird.
it possible that the one that you're watching on the computers going through London, the one going through the fire stick is going through the United States, which is making it slower?
I don't know.
It's
It's
COVID
going
slowly
through
now.
Yeah.
multiple servers, and you're getting it straight from the original source
It could
on the
be.
computer.
Could be.
I find if I change servers when I'm doing speed tests from the closest one to one in Virginia, it jumps up about 20, 30 megs.
You know, in college, our networking instructor always used to say that, you know, the further away speed test server that you choose, uh, the faster your speeds will
Mine always comes out that
possibly
way.
be. The faster your speeds will possibly be.
My,
But if I speed test my the speed test server that speed test automatically picks for me is my ISP itself. My ISP has its own server on the speed test out of Little Rock, and if I choose that one, I get about what it really I get what the speed actually is, like, which is normally about 10 millisecond ping, about 50-ish down, 57, 55, 56, 57, 58 down, and about 10.5 or 6, 7 up, something like that. But if I choose any other server to test to, it's always slower. Or at least if nothing else, the ping is always higher. The ping is always like 10 on my ISP server, but if I switch to some server somewhere else, it always is like 30 or always is like 20 or 30 or 40.
I've seen some lucky shots in basketball, but some of these guys are making are on both sides actually are just absurd.
Many hours of their life that they lost practicing.
Oh yeah, we used to screw around shooting all kind of stupid out of from the bleachers and opposite end of the court, and we practiced dumb dunks and stuff. But I there's 2 seconds left on the clock. This guy's literally looking up in the stands, and he goes whoop for a 3-pointer, and it goes in. No chance in hell that ball can get close to the rim, let alone go in.
I used to do that all the time. One-handed, boom.
Yeah, my brother actually won a game when he was playing from 3/4 court. He was about 10 feet past the half, the mid-court, and he heaved it up there. Of course, he bragged, no, I planned that shot. That was a real shot. No, it wasn't. So,
well, I almost had another card put on the website today. But once again, my dad sold it before he was able to send me the pictures to put on the website.
well, that's a good thing, isn't it, that he sold it pretty quick?
Yes, it's a good thing that he's able to sell it before he's able to let me know to put it on the website. But
At least I would think it would be.
and they're making his finance company or whatever you call it. The company he got a business registered through, they're making all new businesses make a website. So if you start your own business now, you have to have a website. It has to be an actual domain like a .com or .org or .net, something like that.
So it can't be like what you've got?
It can't be like a .wix.com or .wordpress.com or something like that.
I mean, it can't be a .gui. Damn.
Haven't tried that one out yet.
There's a lot of different extensions you can get at the end of your website address, but it just makes it confusing for people because people expect it to be either .edu, .org, .com, or .gov most of the time.
Navy, you cannot connect from a Navy PC unless it's another .mil address.
MIL for military.
Yeah.
That's got to be a good thing.
Security.
I'm even getting hits on the website from China. I've noticed that every once in a while I get a hit or two on the website from China. Now what the people in China want about our website here across the world, I don't know, but
I read an interesting thing today about the Olympics, which is about the most I followed the Olympics.
Yeah, same here.
In that one of our sprinters tested positive for the Summer Olympics, and they banned her from competing in the Olympics. There's a Russian athlete that has basically been caught using steroids, and she's allowed to compete.
Yeah.
I'm confused here.
It's all politics.
Yeah, clearly. And I did read a bit of a one where the little 19 or 18-year-old American citizen that has Chinese citizenship as well, who's playing for the Chinese, was bragging about she could use a VPN and, you know, do things over her phone. And the Chinese government walked in and said, no, you're not. Shut her down.
yeah, that's the thing. People over there in China say they can use a VPN to get around the government censorship. Well, guess what? The government can shut down the VPN services you're using. Government can make those services not accessible. So there really is no way around it. Welcome to a communist country.
Okay, Greg, I signed into that one. I'll stumble through this here in a minute. And request your military service include your DD Form 214. All right. Nice. Thank you.
Don't worry, we'll send you a bill.
Well, can we schedule that bill for sometime in late May?
December would be better.
December works out for me too. That would be good. Hi, Gary. You're still connecting, I see. Multitasking. Connecting to audio.
Connecting to what?
It showed you were connecting to your audio, but apparently you are connected because we can hear you.
Mm-hmm. Well, I've been listening for about 30 seconds.
Oh, well.
I've been wondering if that's Jeff or who's by your bed mattress.
You talking about Fred back there? No, that's Fred.
Yeah, kind of scary looking.
Yep, that is Fred. He'll be
I
part
usually
of.
find
He'll be part of
I
the
usually,
Jeff Ryman deal I'm going to work out.
I usually find him in my closet.
That's actually where he was at, oddly enough, because we had to take him down to show the house.
At least they find skeletons in your closet.
Yeah. Yep. So
Where's Jeffy at with his wife?
they went to have dinner. Or he went to cook dinner, I believe he said.
Yeah.
So Carrie still going on?
Hmm?
Is Carrie still going on?
He's still going. I don't know.
I've got the Zoom going, the chat going, and I bought the Indiana basketball game up, and I'm watching it. I'm getting ready to go get a cup of coffee. I started coffee a minute ago. And then I'm going to shut the stream down temporarily. I'm going to give the Zoom over to Alex. I'm going to give Dr. Rob a call and see if we can figure out this OBS before it gets too awfully late. It's already 10 o'clock. I'm not sure where he's located at, so if we're on the same time zone, it might be a little too late. If he's out west somewhere, then there'll be a 2-hour time difference, so I do want to get that fixed. I don't even know
Well,
how long.
if he sends you his phone number, just Google his area code and it'll tell you.
Well, that's the area. My phone number is 702. I don't live in Nevada.
My house phone's 803, and I don't live in South Carolina anymore.
Oh, Jeff's back.
He's back.
What was dinner?
Fried egg sandwiches.
That sounds good.
How did you transfer your house phone number?
I didn't.
Don't have one.
I haven't had a house phone in, gosh, I can't even remember how long.
It's an internet phone with UMA, and I actually got it when I was in Nevada, but they let me pick the number I wanted. And since I have a 702 number on my cell, I picked an 803 number, which was the area code we had in South Carolina. We were considering going back at one point. And I have it on a house phone. It's only $5 a month. And it's the old-fashioned sort of a handset that my wife is able to use. She can't handle a cell phone well. So I wanted something she could make a call out in case of emergency.
Right.
Well, we have, my wife and I and my kids and a couple others have 6 numbers in a row. And we're not in our area code either, so we can help you.
Yeah, when we got ours. Go ahead, Jeff.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No. I forgot now. Too old.
Yeah, my dad has told me, since I started applying for jobs, that the fact that I live in Arkansas, but the fact that I have a Missouri area code may throw some employers off, from wanting to
I think.
Oh shit! I'm sorry to interrupt you. I want Arkansas. God darn, I want Missouri.
Yeah, I think
it's in Missouri. Arkansas is.
I don't know. Having phone numbers out of where you actually live these days is very common.
Yeah, it's very common.
Isn't a big deal. I don't.
Well, everybody here except Greg has that, so Rick maybe.
I had more of a discussion today. You don't have an Illinois driver's license? Nope. My license will expire 2027 out of Nevada. And it wasn't with Alex again. It was with someone else. So, Alex, I'm going to give you hosting. I'm going to get this done. I will be back. Hopefully everybody will still be here. Well, maybe if I can figure out which button to push.
No.
So you can tell we're still going if your ears start to burn.
Now, secretly, I'm going to leave, but I'm going to hear. No, never mind. I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, I just shut the Zoom off and gave it to Alex. I'm going to do the same thing with the stream because I think Dr. Rob is located east, which means it's going to be 11. I'm going to attempt to make a call. Hopefully, it's not too late. Tony Wallow, Dr. Rob, great guy. Allie, thank you for showing up. Long time no see. Good to see you again. I may stream later tonight. Be back in the Norm. It's not that far away. So thank you so much. Talk to you later or for sure tomorrow. Good night. Goodbye for now.